Freedom of expression, voice of the public. For me personally, is creative therapy. That's how I like to kind of generalize it to myself. The way that it looks like it's going, really kind of like a sacred and lost art form that's getting more and more tainted. And I say that because the people that are truly out painting cool graffiti all the time for the love and not the money do not get the recognition that they deserve. And it could be kind of a whole number of different things. And regardless, when you look at the public's perspective of it nowadays, you're finding that the media is just ripping graph for publicizing and advertisement purposes. So yet they don't want to pay art because they believe like it's free and that they can steal the artwork and the stuff in the time that, in the public space, that be a wall in an alleyway or whatever, without having to give any type of credit to the person that did it, whether they're banking off it and selling fiats, H&M clothing. Obviously, there's a lot of recent ones that I'm sure fire people up. Mini Cooper, I think it was Mini Cooper, rest in peace, Buns FUA. I saw something that the Mini Cooper tried to utilize or Photoshop like an image of a wall and advertise their cars for like this urban Mini Coupe. You know what I mean? So it's like, the double-edged sword. Like, you have, big business and the law and legalities of our culture telling you don't do illegal graffiti. You're not going to get anywhere with it. It's this ghetto trash art form. But let me steal this dead graffiti writer's artwork, put it behind the Mini Cooper, and sell this to all of the parents and the kids that are thinking the same way. There's so much hypocrisy in that. People don't understand like how deep the culture goes and how many people actually paint graph and are public contributing members of society, like with good jobs and pay taxes and take care of their kids and have families. The perspective is so shifted that the second they know that you paint letters, they already think that you're just a fucking POS. You already got that representation. Troublemaker, you're a rascal, you're not an artist by any means. You mess around with letters, like, you know what I mean? There's so much easy stereotype type of comments that you can make to graph and graffiti writers, but ultimately it's people do it for ourselves. Get a job and stop racking shit, for one. It's like, I get that, I get all of that, but have some respect for the art that you put out there. Know what it takes to earn the money to pay for your own paint. I pay for all my paint. Not saying I didn't do my fair share of racking, plenty, but nowadays, having kids, having a family, having a job, paying bills, paying rent, you know what I mean? I came from nothing with that. I lost everything. I got it all. And why would I want to, fuck with my karma pot more? I'm not trying to get caught up. So if I pay for my paint, that's one less entity and spirit out there that's going to potentially cross me. That's how I look at that. So I'll gladly pitch in and buy all my paint and gladly go ahead and rush the train yard and paint all the trains I can. Stay true to yourself. Be yourself. Keep it real and do you. Don't be so easily influenced, and that comes in so many categories. People are biting styles like all over the place. Important to remain original and stay creative, because that's what graph was everybody's own expression of their own identity.